In every legend of heroes, there is always a shadow. For Jason and the Argonauts, that shadow was not a monster, not a god, but a woman, a sorceress whose love could save a man and whose wrath could destroy kingdoms. Her name was Medea. To the Greeks, she was the most dangerous woman who ever lived. Origins of a sorceress. Medea was no ordinary woman. She was born in Colchis, a mysterious kingdom at the edge of the known world, far beyond Greece. Her father was King Aeetes, her grandfather was the sun god Helios, and her aunt was none other than Circe, the infamous enchantress of Homer's Odyssey. From childhood, Medea was trained in the arts of sorcery, potions, herbs, and spells. She could heal the sick, summon illusions, or brew poisons that killed without trace. To the Greeks, Colchis was a land of magic, and Medea was its most dangerous daughter. Jason and the Golden Fleece. The tale of Medea truly begins when the hero Jason arrived in Colchis. He came with the Argonauts, seeking the legendary Golden Fleece, a symbol of kingship and divine power. King Aeetes agreed to give Jason the fleece if he could complete 3 impossible tasks. 1. Yoke fire-breathing bulls. Sow dragons' teeth into the ground and fight the warriors that sprang from them. 3. Defeat the sleepless dragon guarding the fleece. On his own, Jason would have died, but the gods intervened. Aphrodite sent Eros to strike Medea with love for Jason. That love became obsession. Medea betrayed her father, her kingdom, and her people for a foreigner she had just met. With her magic, she gave Jason potions to resist fire, taught him how to defeat the earthborn warriors, and lulled the dragon into sleep. Together, they stole the fleece and fled into the night. Blood on her hands. Their escape was drenched in blood. King Aeetes gave chase, but Medea made sure he never caught them. She lured her brother Absyrtus into a trap, killed him, and scattered his body parts into the sea. Her father, horrified, stopped to collect the remains, giving Jason time to escape. From the very beginning, Medea proved she would sacrifice anything, family, homeland, even her own soul, for Jason. Medea in Greece. When Jason returned to Greece with Medea, his victories were celebrated, but whispers followed. Who was this foreign woman at his side? A princess, a witch, a murderer? Medea's power made Greeks uneasy. She did not behave like their women, who were expected to be silent and obedient. Medea was proud, cunning, and unafraid to stand equal to men. To many, she was already dangerous. Betrayal in Corinth. For a time, Jason and Medea lived together, raising children, but Jason's ambition grew. In Corinth, he sought to marry the daughter of King Creon, abandoning Medea for political gain. To Jason, it was practical. To Medea, it was betrayal, the ultimate insult after all she had sacrificed. Her love curdled into hatred. What happened next would shock even the gods. The vengeance of Medea. Medea sent Jason's new bride a robe and crown anointed with deadly poison. When the princess put them on, fire consumed her body, burning her alive. Her father, King Creon, tried to save her, but the poison clung to his flesh, killing him as well. But Medea's vengeance was not complete. In her rage, she turned on the children she had borne Jason. Some versions say she killed them to punish Jason, denying him a legacy. Others suggest the people of Corinth murdered them. But in the most famous telling, Euripides' play Medea, it is the mother herself who slays her children, her hands dripping with their blood. And then, as Jason wept among the corpses, Medea escaped in a chariot drawn by dragons, sent by her grandfather Helios. Jason was left broken, cursed to live with his grief. Why Medea was feared. The story of Medea terrified the Greeks because she was unlike any other woman in their myths. She was a betrayer. She turned against her father and kingdom for love. A murderer. She killed her own brother and later her children. A sorceress. Her magic made her unpredictable and untouchable. A rebel. She rejected the role of obedient wife, striking back at male betrayal with a fury greater than any warrior's. To the Greeks, she embodied everything they feared about women with power. Victim or villain. But was Medea truly evil, or was she also a victim? She never asked to fall in love with Jason. The gods forced it upon her. She gave up her home, her family, and her honor for him. And in return, he discarded her when she was no longer useful. Her crimes cannot be excused, but they reflect a deeper tragedy, the clash between personal sacrifice and betrayal. Medea was both victim of divine manipulation and the architect of her own horrors. Aftermath and legacy. After her bloody escape, Medea's story continued. Some myths say she found refuge in Athens and even married King Aegeus, father of Theseus. Others claim she returned to Colchis to restore her father's throne. But no matter the ending, her legend lingered. In plays, art, and poetry, Medea became a symbol, sometimes of monstrous cruelty, sometimes of feminine resistance. Symbolism of Medea. To the Greeks, Medea was the ultimate warning. Passion and power in the hands of a woman could be catastrophic. She stood as a challenge to the order of their world. To us today, Medea can be read in many ways, as a tragic heroine betrayed by love, as a symbol of resistance, refusing to be silenced, as a monster whose wrath consumed even her children. Her story forces us to ask, how far can betrayal push the human heart? And when does love transform into destruction? Medea is remembered not just as a witch, not just as a murderer, but as the most dangerous woman of Greece, because her story holds a mirror to the extremes of love and rage within us all. If this journey through ancient tragedy moved you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell, because the world of mythology is filled with heroes, monsters, and gods. But sometimes, the most terrifying legend of all is a human heart on fire.